Get ready with me while I talk about how my life changed after glowing up. Get ready with me while I talk about how my life changed after glowing up.
The truth is, and I might ruffle some feathers when I say this, but life is easier when you are your most attractive self. Pretty privilege is real.
I guess pretty privilege is a thing. And you definitely get treated nicer. That's just unfortunately the way the world is.
Let's talk about it. Now, if you've been on TikTok for a while now, I'm pretty sure you've noticed that the videos that arrive on the For You page usually have one thing in common. Now, this can vary, but I know that for me personally, a lot of videos have something they share. The people appearing on the For You page are typically, how should I say this, absolutely beautiful, and I don't take this lightly. The rise of social media has equated to the rise of new faces being seen every single day. And those faces just so happen to be gorgeous. And while some might say, what's the problem in that? The problem is that now that this has been realized, the very important topic of appearance has been brought up 10 times as much as before.
We were never meant to see as many attractive people as we see on a daily basis on our phone. I don't know if you guys ever think about this, but I think about it all the time. In our society, when we have access to things like TikTok and Instagram and social media, we are constantly spending our time and our life looking at like all these attractive people all around the world, and we were never supposed to be able to see that many attractive people at once. In our parents' generation and our parents' times, when like the only people that they were seeing were the people that they were encountering in real life, the handful of movie stars that were like on TV. There was no like just random girls on TikTok that are like insanely beautiful. Their perception of beauty was so different. They probably appreciated their beauty so much more. The girls that were like 10s would probably now be considered like 5 by most guys. Their idea of what hot and attractive and what a woman is supposed to look like is so altered. Not just men, for us girls too. We're constantly looking at all these girls that look so perfect. Perception of it is so messed up because we see their Instagram, we see their TikTok, and we just like have this assumption that that's what they look like all the time. When you are just looking at the people that you're actually encountering in real life, there's nowhere near as many attractive people as you're seeing on social media. Imagine if the whole social media aspect was completely eliminated. You would probably think you are a literal baddie. When I go out in public, yeah, I see like a handful of attractive people, and granted I live in South Florida in a very nice area, but it's still nowhere near as many attractive people as I'm seeing on social media. So imagine like the guys back in that time, they probably saw like just a normal pretty girl and was like, she's the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. She's gorgeous, she's a baddie, she's hot, she's 10 out of 10. Nowadays, take that girl, it's like that is compared to literally the 1 million other options that they're seeing on their phones. I have men out here who literally were calling Margot Robbie mid. Yeah.
I think Bryn had some really great points. Because of just how much we are consuming, it has started to affect everything else. What I am talking about is how people view each other. I'm sure you all have heard and seen videos of creators talking about the treatment they receive when they look a certain way.
Things that changed for me when I gained pretty privilege. Not saying I'm the most gorgeous girl in the room, but like I definitely look exponentially better than I did in the past. The first one is a given, but people are just nicer to you. When I was like ugly, people would automatically find me to be very annoying, so people weren't as nice to me, and I feel like that just goes for anybody who's just not that great looking. You're not going to be treated the greatest. Trust me, like I would know. People find my weirdness attractive because like before, when I would like make a joke or like just like be literally the same person, be myself, people would find me annoying when I was ugly, but then like now people just like find me funny. It's a lot easier for me to make friends now. People aren't absolutely like, they're like, oh, like when I try and like go and approach them like, hey, like can I be in your team or something like that. Like people will be like, oh my god, yeah, of course. Like they're just like a lot more welcoming when I try and interact with people that I don't know. Another thing is that people compliment me on my face. Before, if I gave a compliment to another person, they would like compliment like, oh, your jewelry's cute, or like, oh, I like your top. But now when I'm like, oh my god, like you look so cute, the automatic response is to be like, oh my god, you're so pretty. Like, you're so pretty. It's not like, oh, I like your shirt. You know what I mean? This one is kind of niche, but when you're shopping in a designer store, people are nicer to you. Like, they'll be more inclined to help you. I don't know. That's just something that I feel like changed. I can't say that with 100% confidence because it might also be because I wear and carry expensive items. But nonetheless, the people who help me in like stores like Aritzia or Zara, they're very open to helping me, and they're always like, oh my god, like, you have to get the top is so cute on you. Maybe that's just like a marketing tactic, but I don't know, I just gotten that like a lot. Anyway, to be honest, I think I'm pretty like average looking. I don't think I'm like over the top pretty, but like I definitely look better than I did before, so this is just my experience.
I hate to break it to y'all, but whether you are pretty or ugly in this world, it decides how you are treated. I've spoken about this before and I'm gonna do it again because it's like some people don't understand that being considered ugly or like fat and so on really, really, really decides whether or not you're treated good or bad in a lot of situations. Why is the world built like this? I couldn't freaking tell you who decided that how you look depends on who gets treated like asshole and who doesn't, and then who decided who looks bad enough to get treated like asshole and who doesn't. But what I can tell you is pretty privilege and being treated badly based on your weight and looks definitely exists. I'm tired of people trying to act like it's not a thing, because it is. And not only is it beauty standards that decide this, let me tell you something right now, gender too. Different genders, I've noticed, find things prettier. That's why I believe guy pretty and girl pretty is a thing, because I 100% believe that guys find things pretty differently compared to how girls find things pretty, if that makes sense. I don't know why I explain it like that. How I hear my guy friends talk about women is completely different from how I hear girls talk about women. Completely different. And of course, I'm not saying all guys, this is my opinion from my personal experience, but like what I've noticed is a lot of guys just more go for a more conventional look and more appreciate a conventional look than women do. Then let's not even talk about the way society treats overweight females and females that are considered ugly or both, and tall females, any females that aren't considered feminine in any type of way. Like, let's talk about how tall the girls are considered more masculine and so on, and spoken about like they're freaking masculine linebackers or something. And it's just not the case. You're as feminine and as masculine as you feel like being, okay, whether you're short or tall. And it's just so annoying how that is applied to women just because of their height or size. I'm a strong, firm believer in how you look affecting your daily life. And if you're considered ugly, apparently, ugly, I don't know who decides that, but yeah, sure, it can affect things like job opportunities, friendships, relationships, your self-confidence, of course, genuine opportunities, not even just like business opportunities, just opportunities in general, to try new things, to meet new people and so on. It can really affect so many things. How they depict that one pretty girl in like all the movies and so on, like she goes everywhere, all the guys are just on her feet like, I'll buy this for you, I'll do this for you. Of course, it's over-exaggerated, but it's also not a lie. I just find it weird how beauty and looks means so much in this society, and if you don't fit a certain standard, you get treated like asshole. By the way, a standard that some random man or woman on a Tuesday sat down and said, I don't like that. That's ugly. I don't want that, but that. Oh wow, I want me some of that. But also, this is just my opinion and what I know from my own experience. So, you know. Okay, bye.
And I get what both of them are saying. The way society treats women is based on standards that change each and every day. Pretty privilege and how it affects those who, quote unquote, don't have it, is mean. And there's another side to the pretty privilege, too. Pretty punishment. Let's take a look.
Pretty privilege is also pretty punishment. A lot of people don't realize that when you are somebody that is not only physically attractive, but your aura is extremely magnetic. You move with kindness, you move with love, you have an amazing personality. People will literally try to knock you down, try to belittle you because they themselves are so insecure with who they are that they want you to feel exactly what they feel. And don't get me wrong, pretty privilege gets you opportunities, it gets you into doors that you wouldn't get if you didn't have that. However, with that also comes pretty punishment. Like, what is the point of hating on somebody because they are truly beautiful inside and out? Wouldn't that encourage you to take better care of yourself, to show up for yourself, to do better for yourself instead of being envious and jealous of that person? I'll just never understand that.
And while I think that we all have differing opinions on what pretty truly means, we are all affected by a standard impossible to uphold. I've been wanting to have this conversation for a long time, but the obsession and switch of treatment of others based on appearance is a very serious thing. I genuinely hope you all know that you are beautiful, and that you should not let anyone tell you any different. As people, I believe it's kind of our thing to stick by one another, and I hope that if you watch this video, you can call it out if you see it. That's all for now, but I definitely have opinions on every topic. New videos will be dropping soon. So, as always, be safe, be kind, and have a great day.